Live from the House of Pain West Gym on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 19th season of local high school sports television, is proud to present NU Lady Miner Basketball. Tonight on the road to the SFL League title, your Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the Folsom Lady Bulldogs. The Miners are looking for their first league win of the season, and all the action is coming up right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Lady Miners enjoy some home cooking tonight in their traditional home of the West Gym, affectionately known as the House of Pain, as they get ready to take on the Folsom Lady Bulldogs. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Steve Sitter, and joining me tonight in the broadcast booth is Paul Brown. Our producer and director in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course he is joined by the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team of Jennifer Suku and Callahan King, who are here out of the rain and ready to bring you tonight's SFL action. But first, as is our tradition here on the NorCal Game of the Week, we'll begin with bonus coverage of the Lady Miner JV game. And we are here at the start of the fourth quarter. Nevada Union trailing the Folsom Lady Bulldogs by a score of 28-19. And this has been a crazy game, which saw Nevada Union score the first 2 points of the game, and Folsom went on a 12-0 run. They went into the start of the second quarter ahead 13-3, and then Nevada Union scored 12 in the second quarter and held Folsom to just 3. It was 16-15, Folsom ahead at the half. But then Folsom came back in the third quarter, outscoring NU 12-4. And here we are, score 30-19. Nevada Union leading scorer is Mixley Cortez, number 2, with 7 points. And Folsom right now has control of the pace of this game. Nevada Union's defense looking very good tonight against a fast and physical Folsom team. But their offense just has not shown up here in the second half. Folsom, some perimeter passing. Gives it to Kira Colombo, down low for Julia Roberts with the runner, and it's in. And you heard that right, number 23 is named Julia Roberts. She has 5 points tonight, the 5'6" sophomore.
Yeah, that's only one thing we need to straighten out here, Steve. Julia Roberts is playing, but it's not the Julia Roberts. Secondly, why do they call this the House of Pain? And there's some long tradition on that name. This is the West Gym at Nevada Union High School. If you're accustomed to tuning in to touchdownproductions.com and have seen many of the Nevada Union boys and girls games, usually we're in the main gym, but this gym, and Steve, you know, it's a huge gym, but it resonates sound. Maybe that's why they call it the House of Pain.
It really does. Pass down low, just rims out by Molly Wilson, and we have a jump ball. That is about the 15th jump ball tonight. Both teams going after those loose balls. NU really started getting into this game about the second quarter. But Folsom's offense has been running at the same pace. Lady Miners just can't get as many shots to fall. But you see the tenacious defense by the Lady Miners. Forcing a lot of perimeter passing. Down low to Kira Colombo. Colombo rims out, rebound taken by Ellery Smith.
Kira is dominant on the board. She's just taller than everybody else, very active.
5'11" freshman. And the runner by Mixley Cortez goes in. That's 9 for the sophomore point guard. 32-21 is the score. 5:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Nice pass down low to Devry Millette. Rims out, and Roberts is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. That's the 7th team foul for the Lady Miners. Folsom has 5. In the first half combined, both teams had 4 total fouls, and we have seen 12 so far in this second half, as the first free throw by Julia Roberts is good. Somehow I just don't think I'm going to get used to saying that.
See how quiet it gets in this gym.
This gym gets deathly quiet for free throws. Offensive rebound, second chance, no good by Colombo, and Lady Miners recover. Hannah Lewis doing the ball handling, gets it across half court, which the Miners could not do at all in the first quarter. Over to Cortez. Cortez dishes off to Bedell. And to 13 on the shot clock, now down to 10 as Cortez has to try and get it down low somehow. And she will get called for a travel. Just one too many. Good move, but just one too many steps. And with that, Nevada Union will take a timeout here with 5:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Folsom leading scorer is Kira Columba. It's number 24 with the headband. She has 8. Alyssa Lacombe is a 6'2 sophomore captain with 7. Devry Millette is a 5'10 freshman captain with 7. And Julia Roberts with 6. And rounding out the scoring, Madison Diego with 5. And that's all the scoring for Folsom. Just those 5 players.
Well, if Nevada Union is going to get back in this game with 5:02 left, Steve, clearly they need to start shooting the 3 ball. We need to see some an accumulation of points pretty quick. But we'll have to see if they can come up with that.
Well, Nixley Cortez is the only Lady Miner with a 3-pointer tonight. Folsom has 3 different shooters with 3-pointers, and Devry Millette, Kira Colombo, and Julia Roberts. Folsom definitely with the most balanced attack. Nevada Union's defense, honestly, I think has outperformed Folsom's defense tonight.
I have to agree.
But Nevada Union's offense just has not been able to generate enough to keep them in this game for all 4 quarters. Down below the 5-minute mark now, and we have a carrying call on Devry Millette.
Yeah, clearly palming the ball.
That's the first one of those tonight, but we've seen an over and back. We've seen 2 free throws miss the rim. This has been a crazy one. There's a long 2. That's much too hard off the glass by Ellery Smith, but she gets her own rebound. And a 3 on the way, again long, and Folsom recovers. A rare offensive rebound by the Lady Miners. They could not convert. There's the 2 well short. Saved, and Nixley Cortez comes up with it. Brings it up to the half court, 4:20 remaining. Still 33-21. As the Lady Miners varsity squad enters the gym. Over to Cortez. Cortez for 3, and she hits it.
Cortez has 2 tonight from the 3 line.
12 total points on the night, and it's a 9-point game. Theoretically, a 3-possession game. Still under 4 minutes. Colombo, air and pass. And now a 2-on-2 develops the other way. Hannah Lewis up with the left hand, draws the foul.
Disappointed she didn't make the basket. There wasn't any question she was going to be fouled.
And Hannah Lewis has shown some good ball handling tonight, especially with that left hand. She's been able to spin around defenders, and she's really held on to the ball pretty well tonight. First free throw is no good. The first 6 free throws of the game tonight were all no good. That's for both teams combined. It was a solid 7 minutes before we could put 1 point on the board. Second free throw is in and out, and Folsom with the rebound, but stolen by Smith. Smith puts it up off the glass.
They should stay back and press. I'm not sure why they're falling back into their zone.
7-point game now with 3:30 left. Quickly down below. That comes back out to Colombo. Across from Millette. Millette tries to drive the baseline. And there's going to be another turnover on Folsom.
Well, Folsom certainly giving NU the opportunity, aren't they, Steve?
And that looked like a hand pass called by the referee, which is a hockey term. Not really sure what that was. She must have just stepped on the sideline.
Great JV action here. Nevada Union High School girls are going to have a varsity game coming up. We call this the game of the week, but this is actually the second game that we have broadcast this week. Last night, Chad Mason and myself did the Nevada Union boys. Great basketball games. JV went into overtime. And we are being blessed now with the Nevada Union band. They are in the house tonight.
Somehow squeezed, let's see, that's 2 tubas and about 6 saxophones down there. This gym is smaller than the Ally, but you wouldn't know it to take a decibel reading.
That's true. You'll hear every note.
33-26, just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Lady Miners trailing the Folsom Lady Bulldogs. And the runner is no good, well defended by Alyssa Lacombe. And Folsom takes over with 2:50 remaining. Not a lot of substitutions for either team. Sophie Weiler with the ball, number 5, is a newcomer to the game, and this is off of Hannah Lewis. It will stay with the Lady Bulldogs. 16 on the shot clock for a quick pass to Lacombe. And that was actually to Colombo, but it was knocked away. Folsom recovers. Now to 12 on the shot clock. And now we are down to 5 on the shot clock. 3 on the way from Millett, and it's good.
Oh, Millett's got a nice shot. Nice, clean, good backspin on the ball.
And it's back up to a 10-point lead. That's moved by Hannah Lewis, and she gets 2 more.
Press is on. Let's see if the Folsom Bulldogs can break it.
And they do. Quick up 2-on-1. Colombo, no good. Out of bounds, stays with Folsom. Number 5, Sophie Weiler, is a 6-foot freshman. She's one of 2 Folsom players who are over 6 foot. There's the other one. Lacombe, shot no good. And you need some help. Folsom was pressing in the first quarter, and that really gave Nevada Union fits. I'm a bit unsure why they abandoned it in the second quarter, but they have not gone back to it. 3 on the way from Walton, and Walton gets it.
They need to press right now. They need that ball back, and they're going to get it.
That's out of bounds. It will stay with Folsom.
I don't think that's a correct call.
It went off someone's leg. It certainly could have been Kaylee Vidal, and that is the call by the referee. Now it looks like NU is going to take a timeout with 1:37 remaining. 5-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, 36-31.
Varsity standing on the sidelines waiting to come on the floor. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs. They're coming in.
And here we are, Steve Sitter along with Paul Brown here in the House of Pain, enjoying some junior varsity basketball action. And this is a fantastic game. I was a bit skeptical after the first quarter, 12-3 margin. Not usually the setup for a great basketball game, but that's what we've got here. 36-31 with 1:37 left here at Nevada Union.
Still an opportunity for the Lady Miners to steal one. 5-point lead only by the Bulldogs.
That's just a 2-possession game with 1.5 minutes left. That is plenty of time. Don't have to worry about fouling.
Good idea to press this inbound pass.
They give it to Captain Colombo. Get across the half court and get it stolen.
That's what they were looking for.
Now they have time. They don't have to take a quick shot as that ball was off of Hannah, and a quick jump ball.
Yeah, that was clearly a kick, and Nevada Union was lucky to get possession.
Yeah, Hannah Lewis having a talk with the referee. Possession arrow does favor the Lady Miners. So they will inbound with 24 on the shot clock, a minute 23 on the game clock. Don't need a 3, just need a basket. And that will result in a 1-and-1. Nixley Cortez will get to the line.
Yeah, you don't need a basket. I'll shoot them from the line any day.
You need to make the first one, of course. That's just the 6th team foul on Folsom.
Cortez has been stroking them from the 3 line. Let's see if she can make some from the free throw line.
Well, the referees are having a chat with the scoring table, just making sure the number of fouls is correct. There's Coach Gia Grimm for the Nevada Union Lady Miners. And she is now having a conversation with the referee over at the scorer's table. And that is, in fact, the 7th team foul on Folsom. So it is free throws, both teams in the bonus with 7 fouls. And Nixley Cortez does not get the roll on the first one. Contested rebound, and you gets it. 1:15 on the clock, still a 5-point lead. A lot of perimeter passing. Down low, and 1.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Lady Miners. These JVs are scrappers. They've got it down to 3 points, Steve.
And the opportunity to get it down to 2 with 1:04 remaining.
Here's a replay. And a very wise pass inside. She's collapsed in on Fines under the basket, her big center. And unfortunately, off camera now, she did not make the free throw.
Yeah, back to live action. The free throw is no good. The rebound was contested, but it will be a foul on Nevada Union. And that'll bring the ball down to the other end of the court where Alyssa Lacombe will shoot a 1-and-1. Both teams now with 8 team fouls.
Miners making a basketball game out of this late.
Lacombe is 1 for 2 on free throws. Very high arcing shot.
Great shoes.
And she misses this one. Rebound taken by Bedell. Under a minute now. 3-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Up with the left hand, no good. Folsom with the rebound, and you got a foul here. And that is exactly what they do.
Good shot, though. You got to give Cortez credit. She got herself a very good, clear shot at the basket. Real high percentage, just missed it.
And this will put Lacombe on the line again. Lacombe with 7 points. 3rd in scoring for her team. 1 for 3 on free throws, though, and that's certainly the player you want on the line if you're a Lady Miner. Shot is up and good. And that pushes it to a 4-point lead and another free throw. And we have another timeout called by Nevada Union.
Alyssa Lacombe, she has a nice free throw, big high arcing shot. There's the band.
And this is a really fun atmosphere. Ordinarily, you walk into a place called the House of Pain, you're not really expecting a really fun time, but that's what we've got here tonight. And certainly the next game is going to be every bit as fun. Folsom having a pretty good season so far. Nevada Union hungry for their first win in league in the 2016 season.
Folsom's 1-1 in league. Miners are still looking for their first win. This should really be a dogfight.
And as the band continues to play, we have 48.7 seconds left. It is back up to a 2-possession game. Folsom shooting 1 free throw. And be sure to join us next time as the Bear River Lady Bruins take on the Placer Lady Hillman. I'll be over at McCrory Gymnasium at Bear River for some PVL basketball. Always a tough league. And both teams certainly expecting playoff seeds in the postseason. The second free throw on the way for Alyssa Lacombe is also good.
That should just about do it.
That's still a 2-possession game. 45 seconds as Anna Lewis gets it across the half court. Needs something fast.
There's the shot right there.
3 on the way and good.
Holy moly.
Mixley Cortez with 15 points. 1 second differential.
They need to foul.
They do need to foul. And they actually almost get the steal.
She walked.
And now we have a timeout called by Folsom. Lady Miners going hard for the steal. There was a lot of contact over on this side of the court.
You know, and Coach Dale Colombo almost had contact with the official. He was trying to call a timeout for 5-6 seconds. Never got it. But look at this action here. You're right. They've completely enclosed the ball handler, and there was movement there. She had to have traveled.
2-point game. Shot clock has 14 seconds on it, and the game clock has 15.4, a 1.4 second differential. And if you don't get the quick inbound steal, you have to foul.
Right.
It would be the Miners' 10th foul. It would be 2 free throws. And ideally, you'd want the foul to be on Alyssa Lacombe. Folsom has their starting 5 on the floor, and they're all pretty good shooters. If you're Folsom, all you want to do is get the ball inbounded anywhere. And they do. And they get Kira Colombo on the line. 14.1 seconds on the shot clock. On the game clock, excuse me. There will be no more shot clock.
She'll get a couple.
And if she can hit them both, make it a 4-point game, that would just about ice it, but she does need them both. She misses the first. She hits this. Nevada Union would need a 3-ball, and Mixley Cortez is the only 3-ball shooter they have. And it is no good. Offensive rebound. And now we've got a foul called. Alyssa Lacombe with 2 offensive rebounds, and there really just is no substitute for height, is there?
No, it's pretty dominant up there. She's standing flat-footed, and she's getting that rebound.
3.8 seconds ticked off, down to 10.9. And now Lacombe will shoot 2, and she hits the first.
Nice to have a center that can make free throws, huh, Steve?
If she makes this, Lady Miners just need a quick basket. Doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3. She misses, they need a 3. And she misses. Rebound taken by Lewis. Quickly up court, down to 9 seconds. 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound will fall out of bounds. 2.9 seconds remaining. 39-36.
They had a shot at it.
That was Kaylee Bedell. She is scoreless on the night, and that would have been a great first 3 points. They get it in. Quick foul. Bedell fouling Devery Millette. 2.2 seconds. And Millette just needs 1 of these free throws to put this game away.
2.2 second futile foul here at the end.
First one is good, and that will just about do it. Second one is also good. Pushes it back to a 5-point lead, and I just don't see how they're going to score 5 points in 2 seconds. They blow the whistle, jump ball with about 0.1 seconds, and I think they'll just take the score as it is. 41-36. Folsom Lady Bulldogs victorious. They had to fight for it. Lady Miners gave them a run, but Nevada Union only led this game at 2-0. And after that, there were no more lead changes as the varsity teams take the court. Nevada Union outscoring Folsom 17-13 in the fourth quarter, but it is just not quite enough. Folsom Lady Bulldogs hang on for the victory.
So with both teams on the floor, it's time to take our first break of the evening. And when we come back, our producer, Mr. Gil Dominguez, will have some pregame conversation with the new head coach, Jennifer Krill. And we'll catch you all up on the league standings. So get ready. We got great basketball ahead. It's Nevada Union Minor girls and the Folsom Lady.
Your car is one of the most important assets you own. And Reeby's Auto Parts is dedicated to helping you keep it in tip-top condition. Reeby's Auto Parts is a family-owned and operated business since 1956. We have a friendly and knowledgeable staff, and as a Napa Auto Parts dealer, you're sure to find the right part you need from either of our 2 Nevada County locations. You can always count on Reeby's to be there when you need us. It's Reeby's Auto Parts in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Welcome back to the House of Pain. Steve Sitter and Paul Brown bringing you Nevada Union Lady Miners basketball as they are all set to take on the Folsom Lady Bulldogs. It is a 1-1 against an 0-3 team here in the SFL.
And you know, we're looking forward to a dogfight. These two teams match up quite well, both physically, speed, and height. I think we're going to see a very, very close game right down to the end, Steve.
Well, Folsom's team a little bit bigger in terms of height. Looks like Nevada Union only has 1 6-foot player, and that's Shauna Latter, although she is the team leader in just about every offensive category. Folsom, on the other end, has 2 6-foot players, number 24, Aubrey Russell, and number 0, Mackenzie Forbes, who is actually a sophomore, but she's still averaging 13 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. Not bad for a sophomore.
Yeah, not bad at all. On the NU side, like you said, Latter, 7.4 points a game. Just under 7 points a game, we have Kramer, and then Quintana at 6.3. Those are your big scorers for the Lady Miners this season.
Yeah, it's always a little strange when you, on the varsity team, your best offensive producers are a 6-foot junior and a 5'10 sophomore.
Isn't that funny?
And Nevada Union with only 4 seniors on the team: Audrey Jackas, Chelsea Rodriguez, Ella Walton, and Melissa Wilcoxon. Everyone else is a junior or below.
We watched Wilcoxon last year. She was a very good player as a sophomore last year. And
so with that game summary, we will throw it down courtside with Gil Dominguez and the new Lady Miners head coach.
You know, I can't tell you how much fun it is here, guys, being in the House of Pain. One more time, we haven't been here since 2005. With me is the brand new, squeaky clean head coach of the Lady Miners, Jennifer Krill. Jennifer, welcome back home to the House of Pain.
Thank you. You know, we played 2 of our home games in here so far, and my girls at first were really hesitant. In our first game, we went for 77, and I said, I told you, this is the place to play. So we say all the time, West is best, so we're going to be in here as much as we can.
Now take me back for a second, back to your days of playing here.
You know, I mean, it feels like 100 years ago, but you know, we won 2 section championships when I was here in 89 and 90, and this is Coach Kim Evans and I, we both say all the time, this is like our second home. This is where we want to be, so we plan on doing this moving forward. I love it in here.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to Jeff Dellis, because as I remember, it was a little bit more decorated back in the day.
It is, and actually we've been talking about it. We got plans in the works, so we'll get this thing updated by next year. We'll be good to go. They
had the banners hung up there on the pegboard, and the paint was looking a little better in those days. So, but it's a great tradition. I really applaud you, like I told you, bringing the Lady Miners back into this gymnasium. And just a wonderful place for basketball here in Nevada County.
Yeah, you know, it is. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you can tell even with the band in here right now, everything is so much louder. It's more intimate. Gives you a huge home court advantage. I mean, I know as a player what a huge advantage it was for us, and I hope that as time goes on, our players at every level learn to feel what that's like in here. So we'll get the banners back up. We'll say, you know, we'll get it going on in here. We'll get it good.
You know, I remember my very first it was like January 17th of 98, which was our first year. My very first Bear River Lady Minor game. At that time, it was the North-South Civil War. Yep. Strom against Gansky. Yep. Standing room only in this place. Seats all in the corner. You couldn't put a quarter in sideways anywhere.
No, and that's actually, we were just talking about that over there, a couple parents and I, about how back in the day, we beat Placer for the league championship in here, and it was literally standing room only. People lined up out the hallway, down the street. I mean, it was crazy, and it is such a fun environment.
Now, talk to me. You're the new head coach of the Lady Miners. As far as I know, you are the very first female head coach of the Lady Miner basketball.
Yes. You know what? That's not true. Actually, Janet Soule was the varsity coach my freshman year for 2 years here, but it's been, 30 years since that happened, so it's been a while.
Well, that was right. That was before my time. I only go back 19 seasons, but in that time, I mean, it was all about Craig Strome back then.
Absolutely, and Craig and I are still super close. We talk all the time. In fact, I think he's going to be here tonight. So, it's been great. The staff on campus has been super supportive of us being back over here and bringing it back to the House of Pain, and we really feel like this is going to be our environment.
Well, it's important that it is. So now let's talk about the team. I saw your interview. You got one up online or whatever, and you don't want to call it a rebuilding year, but really you're a brand new coach. There's a whole set of traditions that are going to be established here.
It is. We're a new staff for sure, but I will say probably the biggest reason I would say rebuilding is even my 4 seniors didn't have a lot of playing time last year. So we're young in court experience, and I think we're 18 games in now, and so I say we have a little bit of experience, and I think it's just something that we have to build on. I mean, it's just one of those anomalies where you just don't really have consistent returning players, and the current seniors have been doing a really good job of trying to buy into what we're doing, and it's starting to work.
Now, you got to be happy the JV team came back. They were really outgunned there in the first period with 12 unanswered points. Came back, really made a game of it, almost stole it from Folsom.
Yeah, and I love that group of kids. I coached the freshmen last year, so a bunch of those girls are near and dear to me. I love how they play. They're scrappy, they play hard, and we've got so many young players up on varsity right now that those kids are having to really fight every minute out there, and they did a great job.
Now, talk to me about some of your top players. Who do you got this year? Who should we keep an eye on in tonight's broadcast?
Well, unfortunately, tonight we're without our fabulous freshman. Meadow has the flu, so she's out sick, which is a bummer. But we do have Shauna Ladder's been playing great. She's a junior, great interior post player. Ella Walton's been giving us some big shots from the outside, and Drea Beltran's been our top defender. Esme's been doing a little bit of everything for us, defense, rebounding, passing. So I think we should be able to hang in here tonight. If we play hard and scrappy like we've been, we should be okay.
I was looking at it on paper. You guys match up pretty well. Folsom, it's not like the boys team where they're running away with the league right now. They're 1-1. I think it's going to be very competitive.
It should be, and they have a really good team. They've had some great wins. They beat Sac High early on, but they had a couple wins or a couple losses that they probably shouldn't have had. So I think it's a team where if we can get under their skin just a little bit early, we can maybe turn the tide our way.
So what do you know about them and how you're going to work against them?
Well, they have Forbes as their best player. She's a sophomore. I mean, we're going to have to mix up how we defend her, maybe make her shoot a little bit more from the outside, but it's really going to take a team effort. I mean, if you look at our stats, we haven't had a single person go for 20 points a game yet, not one. So we're going to have balanced D and balanced offense tonight.
And you may not know this at home by looking at the court, but the court here is actually just a little bit smaller than the court over at the Ally.
I might know a little bit about that. It's just a tiny bit smaller. But, like I said, it's a smaller gym, a little bit smaller of a court, but it's perfect.
Does that affect the other teams, though, coming in? That's what I was trying to get at.
It might. It works for us. That's all I care about.
All right, well, listen, we'll let you get back to the team just a few minutes before tip-off, but I wanted to be sure to say hi to you, and thanks so much for letting us come out and be part of this Lady Miner telecast back in the West Gym, the House of Pain, and just brings back so many memories for me, and we're just excited to be here.
Well, thanks for coming, and we love having you guys, so anytime.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Jennifer Krill there, the head coach of the Lady Miners, as we get ready for the tip-off over here. Let's walk over this way, Jennifer, and we'll see. We got the guys right here straddling the court, and you guys are even up a little bit higher, so it's kind of a good view for you.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is, and with the band and everything, the atmosphere is perfect for a basketball game here tonight in Nevada Union.
And, of course, Steve Sitter joining us tonight, Chad Mason last night over at the boys' gym, and Paul Brown handling that. There's a big difference here in the West Gym, and I think as the girls acquire that tradition, I think it's going to be a great home for them.
I'm certainly enjoying it. How about you, Steve?
Well, the Ally definitely feels a lot larger, gives it more of a stadium atmosphere. This is kind of more of a rec gym, kind of a club gym feel.
It does.
A little bit less formal, I think.
Yeah, like they're playing in your living room.
Yeah, you can kind of play a little bit more loose. You don't feel like you're playing at like Arco Arena or anything like that. You're just playing basketball, having fun out there.
All right, guys. Well, listen, we'll throw it over to you. I'm going to head back to the truck, and we're all set for some Lady Minor basketball versus Folsom.
Well, Jennifer alluded to it in the interview, a lack of upperclassmen. Combined, these two teams have 6 seniors, only 2 seniors on Folsom, in Tori Harris and Carissa Sanabria. Nevada Union seniors Melissa Wilcoxon, Ella Walton, Chelsea Rodriguez, and Audrey Jackas. Jackas shooting 60% from the free throw line, which is actually pretty remarkable. That is the team high. Greta Kramer at 61% just nudges her out. And Meadow Aragon, who is out with the flu, unfortunately, had some fantastic numbers. The 5'11 freshman, 8 rebounds per game, 59% free throw, and 47% from the field.
Yeah, Coach Krill called her her fabulous freshman. Sorry, she is out of this game. They certainly need her tonight in her scoring.
Folsom has 2 freshmen, Parker Gordon and Hannah Beckman. Beckman shooting 41% from the three-point line. Now this will be a interesting matchup, different styles of plays. We take a look at the 2016 girls SFL standings. Lady Miners down at the bottom 0-3, looking for their first league victory, and Granite Bay, Folsom, and Wood Creek all at 1-1. Oak Ridge at 3-0, 16-1 overall. That is a great start.
But you know, the Miners actually look pretty good. They actually had 8 wins, so wasn't too bad a record, but just not so good in league. Here's the boys. You saw them last night. Folsom, Wood Creek. We're going to have the national anthem here, so we'll come back to the SFL standings after that.
Well, there is no flag here in the West Gym, so we all just faced the wall, which had red lights on white paint and blue down at the bottom with the pads, so it kind of works out.
They were talking about decorating the gym. The first thing they need is a flag. So for the starters, Mackenzie Forbes, number 23, Sydney Coca. For the Miners, Ella Watson, of course, we saw her last year, excellent player. And there is Shauna Later. Number 20 on the floor, Greta Kramer. Number 24, Esma Quintana. And Steve, who rounded out the 5?
That would be number 31, Andrea Beltran.
That's right.
Wilcoxon, Walton, Ladder, Kramer. Not Wilcoxon, excuse me. Walton, Ladder, Kramer, Quintana, and Beltran will be the 5 starters. And over at Folsom, it's Mackenzie Forbes, the 6-foot sophomore, 13 points per game. Jessie Armstrong, who has 7.5 rebounds per game. Olivia Smith, Tori Harris, and Sydney LaRocca, who has just shy of 11 points per game. And this is going to be another test like we saw in the JV game. It's going to be Folsom's offense against Nevada Union's defense. So here is the tip, and it is contested, still contested, and we'll have another jump ball.
Tori Harris on the floor there.
So don't see too many jump ball do-overs. But now you've seen one. Here you go again. Again contested, but NU gets it cleanly this time to Quintana. Quintana with the left hand. Out to Walton. This is already a pretty tenacious game. You can see both teams are going hard out of the gate. And it looks like Tori Harris stepped out of bounds, so it will stay with the Miners. Shot clock is down to 9 seconds, however.
Greta Kramer had the ball in the post, and she was collapsed in on by 3 Bulldogs.
And that inbound pass hits the backboard. And Folsom recovers 3-on-1 the other way. And up and in, Sydney LaRocca.
Wow, Mackenzie Forbes, tallest player on the floor at 6 foot. She led the charge like a point guard.
As the full court press we saw in the JV game. There's the running hook shot, no good. Fought over by Ladder, and now we've got a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on Shauna Ladder. She was outnumbered 3-1. She had to do something.
She's also outsized underneath.
There's a 3-ball on the way from Smith. And no good offensive rebound by Armstrong. Up with the left hand and in.
Gets the shooter's roll that time.
Almost a travel by Beltran. Needs some help. Gets it across half court, fallen on by Kramer. And we've got a quick jump ball as Jessie Armstrong was right there to tie it up. Possession arrow goes to the Lady Bulldogs.
I remember Shauna Ladder as a sophomore last year, Steve. Good player then.
Folsom passing it around well, and we've got a travel. Looks like LaRocca moved her pivot foot just a bit. Enough for a turnover. 4-0 is the score. Folsom on top of Nevada Union. Inbound pass to Ladder, who quickly gets rid of it over to Kramer, and Kramer will bring it up court. There's a 3 on the way by Walton, which is no good. Rebound is being fought over, and another quick jump ball.
Greta Kramer in there, the sophomore, doing a great job tying that ball up, saving the possession for the Miners.
The sophomore Alexa Crabb will come in now for the sophomore Greta Kramer. Miners will inbound. Walton thought about the 3. It's a down low for Ladder, and Ladder gets it taken away. It's behind the back move by Mackenzie Forbes. Runs it all the way in and just doesn't get the roll. And the ball comes out for the Miners. 3-on-2, but Folsom does a good job getting back to nullify that advantage. That's over to Beltran. Beltran corrals it in the corner. Shot clock down to 14. Folsom's defense is very tight. 3 on the way, just a bit long, but corralled. And that pass will come all the way out. New shot clock though, that pass knocked out of bounds. 22 on the shot clock.
Miners desperately need a point here, Steve. They need to get on the board.
Fast-moving game, just not a lot of scoring. And no one really moving away from the ball, but they finally get the inbound into Quintana. And Quintana draws the foul, just gets the edge on LaRocca, and that will be the first team foul on Folsom.
They're going to have trouble inside. I'll tell you, Mackenzie Forbes, we're only just halfway through the first quarter. I think she is one fine player. Handles the ball beautifully.
Inbound pass is tipped into the backcourt. And you will set it up. 20 on the shot clock. Skip pass to Walton. And you trying to get something going down low, but just well defended. And that is good defense. Tough shot by Crabb. Over the other way, and the travel is called on Smith. Good move, good idea. Just one too many steps. 4-0 is the score as we're almost halfway through the first quarter. And it is definitely a defensive game.
No doubt about that. And the Miners are outmatched on the post. They need to shoot from the outside, it looks like. I don't think they're going to get anything inside.
Down to 20 on the shot clock as they cross half court, and that pass is knocked out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock now. Folsom running a different kind of press than the JV. The JV was running what is essentially a trap press. And now there's a 5-on-3. Walton runs it in. No good. Ladder throws it out to Beltran. Beltran airs the three, but nicely saved by Walton. It stays with the Miners, but the shot clock is down to 4.
Ladder needs to take that shot back up again. She put it back out for a 3-ball, but she was inside. She needs to get what she can get.
Ladder went into this game shooting 42% from the field. And they need to get this ball in. They just do. 3 on the way from Walton. Folsom will recover quickly up ahead the other way for Harris. And a 3 on the way from Smith, in and out. Rebound taken and the foul. As Harris, trying to get her own rebound, runs into Quintana.
Here's a little quick throw off the leg. This is very smart. Not many places to go. Maintains the possession for NU.
Foul's actually on Olivia Smith, and she will come out now. And Carissa Sanabria, one of just 2 Lady Bulldogs seniors, will come in as she is having her hands full with Espe Quintana. Halfway through the first quarter, NU yet to score. Quintana gets the edge, throws it across to Chelsea Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the hook off the back iron. Folsom recovers, and there's a quick foul on Greta Kramer.
Good inside move by Chelsea. Again, we remember her, Steve, from last season. She, good ball handler, has a great little inside move like we just saw, just couldn't put it down. NU is fortunate to only be down by 4 points.
NU's defense has actually looked pretty good. Both teams have missed probably an equal number of good shots. Harris drives in and is fouled. And that foul is going to be on, I believe, Shauna Ladder.
It was.
Oh, no, that's on
Ella
Walton.
Watson. It's on number 12.
Walton. Yeah, Walton will come out now. 3 team fouls for NU. Inbound to the corner. 3 on the way. Very long. Mackenzie Forbes right there for the rebound, but nicely defended. Third chance gets it in. Beltran brings it up court. Will get to the corner. Drives baseline. That pass is knocked out of bounds. Will stay with Nevada Union. Parker Gordon, the 5'7" freshman, will come in for Tori Harris. And you with 17 on the shot clock. Inbound pass is tipped, but finds its way out to Quintana. Quintana tried for the pass. Ball rolled on her a little bit. 4 on 2. Up with it, no good. NU gets the rebound, and they had a 2-on-1 the other way. But Rodriguez had her hands full in the corner. 2:55 remaining, 6-0 the score here in the first quarter. Nice high screen, and a kick will be called on Mackenzie Forbes. So NU will inbound. Ella Walton will come back in now for Esme Quintana. Rodriguez thought about the three in the corner. Somehow it comes back to her. And that was just one pass too many, as we have a travel called on Greta Kramer.
Greta in there fighting away, though. Once again, Shawna Ladder gave that ball up on another pass inside. She should have just taken it right up strong.
Absolutely right. 6-0, 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. Mackenzie Forbes, the lead pass, gets knocked out of bounds as Parker Gordon was cutting to the basket. Never got to her. And Shawna Ladder is going to come out now for Audrey Jackus. Quick inbound. There's an open three for Jessie Armstrong, and she misses. Rebound taken by Beltran. She's double teamed in the corner, but nicely out. Oh, and the ball's knocked loose, and Folsom recovers. Forbes drives the baseline, wide open lane, and puts it in. Someone's got to be there to seal that off, and Coach Krill takes the timeout. 8-0 is the score with just over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Folsom Lady Bulldogs lead the Nevada Union Lady Miners on the NorCal Game of the Week. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Back here at the West Gym at Nevada Union, and you Lady Miners playing the Folsom Lady Bulldogs, who lead this game 8-0. And another nice job by NU. This time, Chelsea Rodriguez throwing it off of a Lady Bulldog player to retain possession. Esme Quintana will come in for Ella Walton. NU subbing in and out a lot of players. So there's almost an over and back on the inbound to Beltran. And 8-0 the score. And we've played 6.5 minutes of basketball. Quintana to Beltran. Beltran, left hand shot clock's down to 1. And that will be a shot clock violation.
Miners are just getting nothing inside. There's just no look. They can't even get a pass in there.
Well, take a look at Mackenzie Forbes and you'll see the reason why.
Absolutely.
She is a terror in the paint. There's a three from the corner that glances off the rim. And that is, again, almost an over and back. Now Forbes with it. Forbes drives the baseline and gets fouled.
Why do I get the feeling that Forbes could do that whenever she wants? She handles the ball behind her back, left hand, right hand. That was a beautiful kiss off the glass for a point +1. Somehow I get the feeling she's holding back.
She's averaging 13 points per game. She already has 6 of her team's 10.
Here it is here. Let's take a look at it. Now watch. The ball behind her back, so looking up. Doesn't have to look at the dribble like most seasoned players at this age even. Kiss off the glass.
As we get back to live action, she does miss her free throw. So Nevada Union dodges a 1-point bullet. Still nothing doing, and inside. 3 on the way from Crabb, and she just does not get the roll.
Good shot by Crabb, though. Good open shot.
Quick up ahead, and Hannah Beckman does get the roll. Down to 33 seconds. 5-second difference on the shot clock to the game clock. And there's the runner. No good. Forbes gets fouled.
Greta coming across the key. Good move for Greta. And just couldn't find the spot on the backboard to make the shot.
Yeah, good move, just not a very good shot at the end of it.
Yep.
Uh, 25.6 seconds on the shot on the game clock. There will be no shot clock. Folsom wisely holding on, so Nevada Union is forced to stare at that 0.
I can't remember the last time we had a game that had a 0 on the first quarter, Steve. Except for the football game, perhaps.
There were a few football games.
There were a few of those.
And with 5 seconds left, the runner by Gordon is no good. 1-0. That shot is late and blocked. That'll add insult to injury.
No kidding.
See the touchdownproductions.com scoreboard. Oh, we said it was going to be a defensive struggle, and I don't think either one of us really realized what we meant when we said that. 12-0 the score after a full quarter of basketball here in the House of Pain. We'll be back with the second quarter here on the NorCal Game of the Week.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Back at the House of Pain. And we are not midway through the first quarter. That is the end of the first, start of the second quarter score. Folsom holding Nevada Union scoreless in the entire quarter, and they take a 12-0 lead into the second. 8 minutes, no points. Harris has to dish it off to LaRocca. LaRocca with the right hand up and in. Good ball movement. Full court press still on. And this time it is broken. Yeah, we have an offensive foul. That's going to be on Shauna Latter. She was physically holding back 2 Lady Bulldogs. That'll get you a holding penalty in football and definitely an offensive foul in basketball.
And sadly, the first shot went down for NU in the game.
It's also the 6th team foul. That puts Folsom in the bonus for the rest of the half. NU's defense, I was going to say held up until Sydney LaRocca draws a foul. That is the 7th team foul. That'll be 1-1. And after that impressive first quarter display, Mackenzie Forbes is sitting on the bench. So LaRocca will shoot at least one. She misses it. Rebound taken by Aubrey Russell. Long 2, up and in for Maleklos Abbey. Full court press still on, and that is a very awkward jump ball between Andrea Beltran and Olivia Smith.
And you will maintain possession, however.
Seen quite a few jump balls in this game. 16-0 is the score as Rodriguez gains the half court. And that pass is knocked out of bounds by LaRocca. Will stay with the Lady Miners. 16-0, Miners looking for their first league win, their first point tonight as that ball stolen by Harris. And Harris puts it off the glass for her first 2 points of the night. And there's another quick steal by the press. 2-on-1, and that pass knocked behind. Foul called, and Maleklos Abbey will step to the line to shoot 2. That first name is spelled Maleklos. And Coach Krill will call a timeout. 18-0 is the score. We still have 6.5 minutes left in the first half. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on your NorCal Game of the Week.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Back here at the House of Pain, the score is 18-0. A quarter of the way through the second quarter as the first free throw by Maleklos Abbey is no good. He has one more to shoot. Folsom with 6 players on the scoreboard as Abbey puts her third point on the scoreboard. Nevada Union with none. And it's partially due to that full court press, although it is just knocked out of bounds with a tap by Olivia Smith. So Nevada Union will at least gain the half court, and it only took him 10 seconds. Rodriguez with it towards the corner. Pass in and out of the hands of Kramer, who manages to corral it. Drives the lane and gets the first 2 points for the Lady Miners. And it took them 9 minutes, 55 seconds. Nice fake 3 by LaRocca. Misses the 2 though, and Nevada Union with the rebound. Nice job by Shane Costanza. Excuse me, that's Esma Quintana to draw the foul.
You know, first point's a good point, and Greta comes down the lane. Nice 2 steps and gets herself a right-hand layup. Terrific move by Greta Kramer.
Esma Quintana will step to the line. She will be shooting 2, and that is just the 3rd team foul on the Folsom Bulldogs.
Steve, am I wrong, but I think we saw Greta Kramer play last year as a freshman, did we not?
We did. And as a sophomore, she has the best 3-point percentage, the best free throw percentage. This is the second free throw. Does not fall for Quintana. And that pass in and out of the hands of Abbey. So that'll go back to Nevada Union. And to finish it out, she is averaging just under 7 points per game. That is second on the team behind Shauna Latter, who averages 7.5, but who is scoreless so far tonight. And that's a double dribble on Quintana as that ball just handcuffed her a bit as she almost ran into Chelsea Rodriguez as well. 19-3 with 5.5 left in the first half. Folsom looks like they're just taking time off the clock, which you don't usually see in the first half of basketball. There's a 3 on the way, kisses the rim. Second chance by Tori Harris is good. 21-3, quick steal by LaRocca, and LaRocca puts that one home easily. And now there's a 2-on-1 the other way, over to Latter. Latter puts it up and is fouled.
Latter disappointed she didn't get the basket and won, but that's the first time they've broken the press and able to get a quick basket. Here's a shot of that steal right here, and watch her just pick the pocket. It's a thing of beauty when you get a steal as clean as that.
Yeah, back to live action. Shauna Ladder hits her first free throw. And now we see a lot of substitutions for both teams. Mackenzie Forbes is going to head out on the court for the first time this quarter.
As will Melissa Wilcoxon. She is in, the senior.
High shot, and she gets the roll. And now Ladder will head out, and Jackus will head on. (23-5), just under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Folsom Lady Bulldogs on top. Forbes with the skip pass over to Ashley Foy. And now it's back to Forbes. Pass down to Aubrey Russell, and that will be a foul on Alexa Crabb. That's team foul number 9, and that'll send Russell to the line shooting 1-1. So an 18-point lead with 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Make that a 19-point lead. If you're Nevada Union, what do you say to yourself at the half?
Yeah, really. What do you say to your team if you're a coach?
Second shot is no good, and the rebound's taken by Jackus, and then she travels. So just like that, Folsom will inbound under Nevada Union's basket, up 19. Forbes over to Foy. Foy for 3, and she hits it.
Nice clean three-pointer by Foy. Great form. Ken Hughes needs to come back to the ball.
22-point lead, and Folsom still implementing that trap press. Down to 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, there's no decline in intensity by Folsom.
And that pass broken up by Olivia Smith. Up to Forbes. Forbes brings it up, turns around with the jumper, and it rolls out. Offensive rebound by Smith. Rolls out of bounds off of Smith, so the Miners will get it back. Walton and Ladder re-enter the game. Just under 4 minutes left. And this is a game where just getting the ball in bounds has been kind of a struggle. Rodriguez over to Crabb, over to Wilcoxon. Wilcoxon gets blocked. Forbes the other way. She will take the baseline runner, no good.
They need to push this ball.
And 2-on-2. Rodriguez gets nudged, and she'll get to the line.
And she got a bailout that time, Steve. She was way under the basket, really had no shot.
That was a definite block. Riley Quiroz definitely threw her hip in. And that will get Rodriguez to the line. Just rims out. Folsom with 8 different players on the scoreboard. Nevada Union with 5 total points spread out among 3 players. And with that, make that 6 points between 4 players. 27-6. Pass down low for Hinton. Hinton gets her own rebound and puts it in. Folsom with 9 players on the scoreboard. Almost an over and back, but somehow saved by Wilcoxon. 3 on the way, misses the rim. Rebound taken by Quiroz. 29-6, over to Beckman. Beckman gets the ball stripped, and that's knocked out of bounds by Ashley Foy. Will stay with the Lady Miners.
Bulldogs in the penalty, next foul, they'll get 2 for the remainder of the game. 2:52 left in the second quarter.
Walton ahead for Kramer. Kramer drives, and she's fouled by Hinton.
And once again, she gets a bailout. Far too deep under the basket to actually make a shot, but take a one-on-one.
Well, this is a game where the best shots have been free throws.
True. Here's a replay. See, she's so far under the basket, she's really not shooting at the basket.
Well, she did get hip checked over there, too. I'm sure that wasn't in the flight plan. First free throw was good. Second one is a lane violation. Kramer knew she was going to miss that and stepped in a bit early. Well, the score remains 29-7. Greta Kramer, the leading scorer for Nevada Union, with 3. Shot clock down to 15. It gets to Foy. That pass, that's contested, and there's going to be a foul call. I believe this will be on Gabrielle Hinton. Certainly looked like it from this angle. And that is, in fact, the call.
So they'll send to the line Rodriguez.
And she'll be shooting 1-1, as that is the 7th team foul on Folsom. Still 2:24 left in the second quarter. And that rims out. Rebound taken by Hinton. Long 2 is off the glass and no good, but Hinton gets the rebound. Long 3 on the way from Beckman. That's no good. Rebound is taken by Armstrong, who gets fouled, and she will get to the line. And in a game like this, you can point to just about any statistic and see the dominance of Folsom. That free throw rims out. Maybe not free throw percentage, but pretty much every other statistic. Turnovers, as Coach Wolking
looks on with his second stringers in. I am hoping he plays them a lot in the second half.
Armstrong is the only starter for Folsom on the court right now. Nice leading pass for Quintana. Quintana steps back, takes the 2 and hits it. So Quintana now with 3. Minute 40 on the clock. Long pass to Quiroz. Down low to Armstrong, back up top. And in the corner for Beckman. Thought about the 3. Throws it across. No one around. Armstrong gets it partially blocked and throws it back up and in. And Armstrong with the steal and the save. Great individual effort by the 5'11 junior. 3 on the way by Foy, no good. Rebound comes out to Quiroz. And now a 2-on-1 up ahead for Quintana, and Quintana can't handle it. Up to Walton. Blocked out to Quintana. 3 on the way from Kramer. That's no good. Rebound taken by Armstrong. Up ahead, 2-on-1. Ahead for Foy. Foy off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. And that's going to be a travel on Hinton before she can put up the shot. (32-9) with 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Lady Miners held the Lady Bulldogs to 12 points in the first quarter, and Folsom has put up 20 in the second. Rodriguez with the runner, no good. That ball's very close to being out of bounds, but it will in fact be a jump ball, possession arrow favoring the Bulldogs. Shot clock is off, 22.2 left on the game clock.
Sounds good.
Down to 15 seconds. Folsom will just run some time off, down to 10. Down to 7. Down below for Hinton, no good. Own rebound, gets fouled with 2.2 left. And even with a 23-point lead, Folsom is still getting second, third, and sometimes fourth chance opportunities. First free throw grazes the rim as Hinton grabs her shoulder, tries to shake something loose. Not sure if that's just because she missed by a lot. Well, that one does kiss the rim, just barely. As time expires, Parker Gordon can't get the shot off, and we will head to halftime with the Folsom Lady Bulldogs ahead 32-9. This is certainly not the game we were expecting. We were expecting good defense, and we're seeing half of it anyway.
That's true.
Here's touchdownproductions.com scoreboard. Nevada Union held scoreless in the first, waited 9 minutes and 55 seconds to get their first point, and they get 9 in the second quarter. They trail the Folsom Lady Bulldogs by 23 heading into the locker room. So we'll come back with a walk around the foothills and then the second half on your touchdownproductions.com game of the week.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Back here at the House of Pain, Lady Miners basketball. We're at halftime now. Let's take a little walk around the foothills. Take a look at the standings here with the leagues that we will be seeing on touchdownproductions.com. First, we'll start with the SFL standings girls. Oak Ridge 3-0. They're 16-1 overall. Clearly, Oak Ridge being the dominant force here in the SFL, followed by Del Oro. And look at the overall league standings as opposed to the team. Oak Ridge has only had one loss. I'd be interested to see who that is. Lady Miners at the bottom. The Miners have won 8 games this year, but they have yet to get a league win.
When the worst record in the league is 8-10, you know you're in a pretty good league.
Pretty darn good league. That's so right. Here's the SFL standings for the boys. We had a boys game last night. Folsom 3-0. We watched the Folsom Bulldogs take on the NU Miner boys, and the Miners did fall by about 15 points to the Bulldogs. Wood Creek 3-0, 12-6 overall. And again, Steve, you see 15 wins, 12, 14, 13 wins, even 11 wins by the Miners. Pretty darn good league. Good boys teams this year for the SFL.
Yeah, Rockland at 6-11 has the worst there, and everyone else has at least 8 wins.
Here's the PVL boys standings. TouchdownProductions.com will have the boys game. The league hasn't started yet, but we'll be bringing you some of those. Marty Mortensen will be doing the play-by-play. Lincoln 16-1 overall, looks pretty darn good. Placer 14-3, 11-5. We watched Placer here win the Kendall Arnett tournament this year, and boy, they look like they're going to have a juggernaut. Bear River 9-5, and Center 1-11. So there's your PVL standings so far before league starts. Again, before league, the PVL, the girls standings. Koufax, they look like they've got a pretty strong team this year, Steve. I'm looking forward to seeing them when they come into the House of Pain here. Foothill 12-5, Bear River 10-5, and then we see Placer, Lincoln, and Center as we go down the PVL.
Again, the worst record in there is 8-6.
That's true. Join us next week. Bear River Lady Bruins versus the Placer Lady Hillman. We'll be here to see that, and we'll be going to Bear River to see how Bear River can fare in the PVL this season.
Yeah, those are two teams that are definitely hunting for the playoffs.
Be sure to join us every week here at touchdownproductions.com following the best foothill games and teams in the league, both SFL and PVL. You'll see a lot of Steve Sitter and myself here as we follow the Lady Miners and go from gymnasium to gymnasium.
With a splash of the Big M in there for variety, of course.
Yeah, with a splash of the Big M is exactly right.
Steve Sitter here with Paul Brown as we await the opening of the second quarter. Folsom looking absolutely dominant. They had 9 players score in the first half. Nevada Union with just 4, and none of them had more than 3 points. Score 32-9 heading into the half. And you have to figure you'll see a lot of Folsom's B team, probably not too much of Mackenzie Forbes. A lot of their second stringers will get in there. And I'm sure Nevada Union's just looking to get some points on the board and try and limit Folsom to right around 10 points per quarter. Nothing like the 20 they put up in the second.
So with that said, we're going to take you to break here. This is touchdownproductions.com. We'll see you at the beginning of the second half.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Back here at the House of Pain, touchdownproductions.com scoreboard really says it all. Folsom Lady Bulldogs leading 32-9 against the Nevada Union Lady Miners, who went almost 10 minutes without scoring in this game. They will start with possession. A 3 on the way is just a bit long. Rebound is fought over and a jump ball. We only had to wait 13 seconds for that. Possession arrow favors the Lady Bulldogs. That's got to be about the 8th jump ball in this game. Somewhere 8 to 10 in that range for half of a game.
Just means it's a good aggressive game.
Quickly down to Mackenzie Forbes. Forbes double teamed. Quickly up for LaRocca. LaRocca with the runner. No good. Forbes second chance. No. Third chance. No. And a foul will be called on Forbes. Pouring over the back on one of those offensive rebounds. Hard to say which one. Probably the second one.
Folsom has backed off the full court press.
Most of the starting 5 for NU is out on the floor, with the exception of Rodriguez, who turns the ball over to Forbes. Off the glass for 2. Forbes with 8 on the night. She leads the team.
I'm disappointed she didn't go up and tomahawk slam.
Quintana gets away with one. A long 2 on the way from Rodriguez, and she hits it.
Good to see Rodriguez getting some points tonight.
Rodriguez, Kramer, and Quintana all have 3 points. They are the team leaders. The only other player with any points is Shauna Ladder with 2. Down low for Forbes, and Forbes probably the easiest 2 she's had tonight. She has 10. 36-11. So Rodriguez brings it up quickly down low for Kramer, who gets checked out of bounds. Somehow manages to save it, and we've got a jump ball called down low.
This one the Miners will get. Possession arrow goes to them.
Greta Kramer looks like she's 5'10", maybe 85 pounds. And she got checked hard and no call. Inbounds pass to Walton. And Walton hits the 3, her first points of the night. There's a three on the way from Armstrong. That's very long. Rebound comes out to Quintana. Quintana takes the short-range jumper and gets the roll. And where did all these points come from?
They couldn't buy a basket in the first half, and here they've outscored the Bulldogs so far in the third quarter.
Lead is knocked down to 20. There's a three from the corner from Olivia Smith, no good. That rebound comes out to Jesse Armstrong. Armstrong to Forbes. Forbes for two. Quintana with the left hand, picked off by Forbes. There's a 2-on-1. Forbes walks it in, gets two more.
Left hand, right hand, left hand, head fake and up. Beautifully done.
Forbes is already at her average points with 14. There's a three on the way from Walton. No good. Rebound is tied up. That'll be another jump ball, and Greta Kramer hit the deck hard.
Let's watch Forbes take this in. Left hand, right hand, left hand, head fake. Two steps. She could put it in from anywhere on the court, I believe. I think she could probably play with the boys.
And let's not forget, she is a sophomore.
Really?
Pass down low for Harris, and Harris gets nudged as she goes up for the shot, but this will not be a shooting foul, as she was fouled before she actually received the pass. And Coach Wolking is yelling something that sounds an awful lot like time, but is not. Over to Forbes. Forbes spins, puts it in. Forbes with the same amount of points that the Miners have as a team. Now that pass from Jackus is picked off. One-on-one down below, no basket, but that will send Sydney LaRocca to the line. And that situation, if you're Esme Quintana, if you're going to challenge that shot, go up and challenge it. You can't just do the soft little nudge foul, because there's every chance she's going to make that layup. As that free throw
misses
the rim. Maybe she was fouled harder than I thought. Well, the second shot is up and good, so she makes the adjustment, gets another point. She has 7. She averages 11 points per game, so she's still a few points short of her average. That pass picked off, and that's Mackenzie Forbes. And it looks like that's going to be an offensive foul on Tori Harris.
I think Tori pushed off aggressively,
which she really didn't need to, as Forbes had that basket all but sank. 27-point lead, 43-16. Walton's pass is just a bit wide. That'll be another NU turnover. This quarter is moving along a little bit faster than the first two, as we are just at the 4-minute mark. And we have a quick travel. Smith again drags her pivot foot and gets called for it.
Nevada Union getting their share of opportunities here.
And these aren't missed shots, these are just steals. And there's going to be a foul on Tori Harris again. Walton and Quintana will step off. Shane Costanza and Melissa Wilcoxon will step on, or excuse me, Audrey Jackus. Andrea Beltran gets it stolen away by LaRocca. LaRocca up ahead for Harris. Harris has that ball knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with the Lady Bulldogs. You'll see Carissa Sanabria take the court, one of just 2 Lady Bulldog seniors. Mackenzie Forbes will stay in as a point guard. She'll be setting up the other Lady Bulldogs as she takes the three from the corner, which is no good, but Jessie Armstrong gets the rebound, walks around the defense, and will get 2 free throws.
Greta did a good job of defense that time, kept her hands in the air, but just the more agility, great move around her, like you said, in the scoop shot.
Yeah, just didn't have position on the baseline. First free throw by Armstrong is good. Bumps up the lead to 28. And make that 29 as Armstrong has 7. 45-16 with 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. That pass is very nearly picked off by LaRocca. There's a scrum and another jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Miners, so they will inbound with 21 on the shot clock. And Nevada Union takes a timeout. So with the score 45-16, Coach Krill will talk things over with her crew, and we will come back with the remainder of the third quarter on the TouchdownProductions.com Game of the Week.
Hi everybody, Gil Dominguez.
And Teresa Dietrich.
And we welcome Pioneer Motors to the NorCal Game of the Week.
Pioneer Motors is where you go for trucks. We have a huge selection of lowered, lifted, and four-wheel drive trucks.
At Pioneer Motors, we have a huge selection of all-wheel drive vehicles like Audi, Volvo, and Toyotas, to name a few. Looking for a fun car to drive? Come on down to Pioneer Motors and see our huge selection of Mini Coopers, hatchbacks, and luxury cars too.
Remember, it's Pioneer Motors right here in Grass Valley.
The best cars at the best prices with great friendly customer care.
With this huge selection, why go anywhere else? Shop local.
Back here at the House of Pain, 3:03 left in the third quarter. And Nevada Union, with about 3 on the shot clock, gets called for 3 in the key. Greta Kramer just in there a bit too long, and that results in another Nevada Union turnover. 29-point lead, biggest of the night for the Bulldogs. Managed to save this possession with 15 on the shot clock. 3 on the way from Parker Gordon, no good. Rebound taken nicely by Greta Kramer. And Chelsea Rodriguez with it now in the half court. Pass gets its way to Audrey Jackas. Down below for Kramer, who has to come out with it. Rodriguez with the shot fake. And 14, long 3 on the way, and that's good. Audrey Jackas with her first point of the game.
I don't remember Audrey being a long ball shooter, but that one went right down the middle of the net.
Didn't have much choice on that one. That was a perfect shot. Long pass down low, challenged, and comes up to Shauna Ladder. 45-19, 2 minutes left. Rodriguez, left side. Skips across, off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Kramer, and it's good.
More points by Greta Kramer. I like the sophomore's game.
There's an awful lot of contact for no foul. Let's take a look at that 3 one more time.
Nice little fire up and a swish.
As we get back to live action, the Folsom coach called a timeout after the first open ice check and before the second one. So no foul on that play. I'm not entirely sure how, when 2 moving bodies collide and get to the floor, there's no foul, but I guess when the score is 45-21, that'd be the time for it to happen. So the Lady Miners have cut the lead a bit. It was a 29-point lead at one point. Nevada Union's offense shows sporadic signs of life. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. Shot clock for Folsom is down to 15, and that's stolen. Down the other way for Beltran. Beltran puts it up and in. And those are her first points of the game.
Nice anticipation by Beltran.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on Greta Kramer. Team foul number 4. And it looks like she will now come out, and Melissa Wilcoxon will come in. Long pass into the corner. Down low, almost picked off by Rodriguez. Long 2 by Abby. No good. Rebound taken by Gordon. Now it's fought over, and let's see if this is going to be another jump ball. Yep. You can see him coming now. Anytime the ball is loose for about 2/3 of a second, it's going to wind up a jump ball.
Any period of time. It's probably the 18th to 20th jump ball we've seen.
And we still have a quarter of basketball left. 24 seconds on the shot clock. There's the open 3 by LaRocca. No good, and that will fall out of bounds and stay with the Lady Bulldogs. The shot clock reset, although I don't think that shot hit the rim.
I don't think so either.
At this point, who's even paying attention? And wow, what a shot. Parker Gordon gets her first 2 points of the game with a chance to make it 3. Referee loses his whistle at half court. But a great move by Parker Gordon, getting that pass and then getting underneath the defense to lay that ball in. Free throw is no good. Gordon, let's see, is this going to be a jump ball? Yes, it is. Definitely looked like Gordon got a hip check in going for that rebound. But it will be jump ball number, let's just call it 22. Possession stays with Nevada Union. And the press is back on. And it results in a steal. About a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's a 3 on the way from Beckman, and Beckman gets it.
Beckman knew that was going down when she released it. She started running back down court.
Beckman shooting 41% from beyond the arc on the season. And we've got a travel on Rodriguez. I think that was actually a carry, but works the same. 15.9 seconds on the clock. Folsom will inbound underneath the NU basket. As LaRocca goes for the reverse and gets it.
Nice play by LaRocca. Right hand reverse under the basket.
Clock down to 3. Nice spin by Quintana, but she can't get the shot off. And Nevada Union manages to put up 14 points in that quarter. Unfortunately, Folsom was able to put up 20. So the lead grows just a bit as we head into the fourth quarter. The score 52-23. So as we head into the fourth quarter, we will step aside here at the House of Pain. Nevada Union and Folsom on your TouchdownProductions.com Sports Network.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
29-point lead for the Folsom Lady Bulldogs as we join Live action the start of the fourth quarter. Nevada Union gets a steal on Folsom's first possession. That's passed down low, and the foul. Wilcoxon will get to the line. And she is a bit slow to get up, but she has not scored a point yet tonight. This is a great chance to get on the scoreboard.
You know, Melissa Wilcoxon is a scrapper. Part of her game, you seem to see her on the floor a lot, Steve. I remember her from last year, but she likes to play underneath the basket, get those hard cleanup points.
As we get back to live action, the first free throw is good, so Wilcoxon gets a point. There are only 3 Nevada Union players now who have not scored, with the exception of Meadow Aragon, who is out with the flu. So the second free throw is no good. Rebound taken by Riley Quiroz. Seven and a half minutes. Pass down to the corner. The baseline jumper, no good. Second chance, no good. Rebound fought over. Finally put up by Parker Gordon. I'm not sure how she ended up with the basketball, but she puts it up and in. Wilcoxon down low. Goes it back out. 3 on the way for Quintana. No good, and that rebound's knocked out of bounds by Wilcoxon.
I think Quintana's 3-ball was blocked slightly. In the game now, Greta Kramer comes back in.
And now that I look on the sidelines, Miranda Townsend, number 5, is not suited up, so there are only 2 players who have not scored. That's Alexa Crabb and Shay Costanza. There's a 3 on the way from Beckman. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound taken by Crabb. For Folsom, they have 3 players who have not scored as that pass gets knocked out of bounds. Riley Quiroz has not scored. Carissa Sanabria has not scored, and Olivia Smith, who started this game for Folsom, has not scored. That pass is tipped slightly, but Wilcoxon recovers and puts it in for 2 more. 54-26 is the score. Folsom on top of Nevada Union. Is this going to be a jump ball? No, it comes out, and Nevada Union gets it clean. Quickly up ahead for Quintana. Throws it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Crabb. Comes back around to Quintana for 3. No good, but Wilcoxon fights off 2 Lady Bulldogs to get the rebound. Up drawing contact is Greta Kramer, and she will shoot 2. A 28-point lead. This has been pretty average so far in the second half.
There's a replay here, and here's Greta going in aggressively. I like her game, like I said earlier. She's really developing as a player here. Greta Kramer, still a sophomore, 5'10".
And she does miss her first free throw. Second one goes in. As Coach Krill. 54-27. And that pass is well away from Gabrielle Hinton, who was crashing towards the basket. That'll be a Folsom turnover. Folsom has outscored Nevada Union 2-1 in this game. As Crabb drives the baseline, fade away, off the back iron, no good. But how about Kramer? Second chance, no. Third chance by Wilcoxon, falls. The pass down in the corner. Baseline jumper is in and out, but Wilcoxon snags the rebound. Brings it up against Ashley Foy. Now Quintana, cross 3 on the way, is just a bit short. Rebound taken by Quiroz. And now we've got a foul on Greta Kramer. That's team foul number 6. That puts Folsom in the bonus for the remaining 4:54. Andrea Beltran will now come in for Greta Kramer. Kramer has 6 points tonight, which is 1 point shy of her average, so she's played a pretty good game. Quick pass down low. Across to Hinton, and Hinton puts it in. That pass almost stolen, but nicely corralled by Quintana. Nice, almost stolen again, and now it is. And the finger roll up and in by Hannah Beckman. 58-29 with about 4 minutes left. Skip pass in the corner for Crabb for 3, just a bit short. Heroes gets the rebound. Folsom will bring it up somewhat slowly. Pass down in the slot for Russell, who throws it back out. There's a 3 on the way. Rims out, rebound taken by Russell. Gets it stolen away, up for Crabb. And Crabb brings it up, almost gets it knocked away. Now Rodriguez with the left hand. Just a bit too hard off the glass.
In and out. 3:30 left in the game.
And Folsom now will slow things up again.
29-point lead by Folsom.
Shot clock down to 10. Down low for Russell. Over to Hinton. Hinton cut off at the baseline. 3 on the way from Beckman is short. Rebound is taken by Beltran. There's the runner, no good. And out of bounds on Hinton. So it will stay with the Lady Miners. Wilcoxon and Rodriguez will be subbed out with 2:50 left in the game. 3 on the way from Quintana, just off the back iron, down to 2:46. Quiroz, long 2, no good. She's looking for her first points. But the rebound is taken by Hinton, so she might get another chance. Abby, nice pass for Russell, who just can't put the shot in. That'll go out of bounds. Possession, Lady Miners. There's a 3 on the way from Walton. That's just off the front iron. And we get down to 2 minutes. The quick up pass for Foy for 3. And that's a bit long. Down to the 2-minute mark. Down low for Walton. Walton heads to the floor with it. Crabb for 3. And she's got it! Her first 3 points of the game.
Crabb's got a good shot. She's strong from the outside.
Pass down low, knocked away. Walton has it. That's up ahead. And just knocked out of bounds. Intended for Beltran. But it will stay with the Lady Miners with 1:30 left in the game. 58-32. 26-point lead. Got to get that inbounds pass in, and they just do to Crabb. Crabb dribbles, takes the shot, and gets that. Why not? In 30 seconds, Alexa Crabb went from no points to tied for second on her team. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Walton. Quintana, Crabb, and Wilcoxon all have 5. Kramer with 6. is the point leader for the Lady Miners. As quick pass to Russell. Russell gets that shot blocked. Foy puts it up, no good. Rebound taken by Walton. Walton up ahead. Crabb pulls up, takes the three, and finally that touch wears off. And it looked like Walton got away with a major hack on Bree Russell.
They're just letting the girls play now.
That ball's knocked out to Crabb. Crabb gets a steal. Padding the stats now with under a minute left. Up ahead for Quintana, who's fouled, but she gets her own rebound and will fall out of bounds on her, unfortunately. So with 40 seconds left, Folsom Lady Bulldogs will inbound up by 24. A 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Folsom really should just hang on as this ball gets knocked back into the backcourt. Will we have one more? Yes, we will have a jump ball with 25 seconds left. That's why I do this. I get really excited for these jump balls after about the 15th one.
That's far more than 15, Steve.
No shot clock now, 24 seconds left. Walton takes the three, just a bit short. Rebound is fought over, but will fall out of bounds off of Audrey Jackus. So with 18 seconds left, Folsom really just needs to hang on to it. They shouldn't attempt any more shots here. I think that's
up by 34 points. What's the need?
I understand Nevada Union pressuring, but I don't understand 2 more points. But you know what? If you're just going to get an easy lane to the basket, Aubrey Russell only had 1 going into that. So she ends the game with 3, and Folsom will walk away from this one victorious 60-34. On the plus side, if you're Nevada Union, probably the best thing you can draw from this is that Folsom only put up 8 points in the 4th quarter.
That is true, Steve, and they had most of their second stringers on the floor, but still, it is a victory nonetheless for the Miners here. As you see the touchdown production scoreboard, 0 points in the 1st quarter. We knew that the Bulldogs were going to be strong, but the route was certainly on.
Yeah, Folsom just had way too many offensive weapons. Mackenzie Forbes ends the game with 16 points, which is 3 above her average so far this season. Sydney LaRocca with 9, Hannah Beckman with 7, and Jessie Armstrong with 7. Those are the point leaders for Folsom over with Nevada Union. Like I said, Kramer with 6, Wilcoxon, Quintana, and Crabb with 5. And there's really not too much. I don't want to deconstruct this game, down to its foundation. Folsom's just the better team.
No doubt.
Their offense is fantastic. Their defense, especially that press that they pretty much ran for about 3/4 of the game, is just deadly. And Nevada Union wasn't crisp enough or fast enough to beat it consistently. And basically, Folsom just played a consistently fantastic game.
Just a much better team. Many of the second stringers that Folsom had would be starters for NU. It just it was clear from the very beginning.
Well, even with the second stringers in, Nevada Union only put up 25 points in the second half.
Executive producer tonight's been Gilbert M. Dominguez. Gilbert, thank you. Camera operators Callahan King, Jennifer Suku. Steve Sitter, thank you for calling a very, very good game. You're a natural, Steve.
Always a pleasure, Paul.
Remote facilities, the Commander 2. Website, Lynn Dominguez also runs everything. Plaza Tire and Auto Service and Reeby's Auto Parts. Thanks for helping us take care of the Commander 2. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Group LLP. Give us a shout if you like what you see here. We appreciate your input. TouchdownProductions.com. Go to our website or give Gilbert a call. There's your number on the screen. Don't forget, next week, Bear River Lady Bruins versus the Placer Lady Hillman. We'll be here to bring you that game.
Kicking off the PVL season.
Stay tuned and see us each week. Touchdown Productions. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook if you would. We appreciate that. So for Paul Brown, Steve Sitter, Gilbert Dominguez, thanks for joining us tonight in your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everyone.